Who were the Trojans? We all know world famous literal work of Homer, the Iliad. This book tells us a story of an ancient conflict between the Greeks and the Trojans, where each side has its heroes. Troy has Hector, and the Greeks have Achilles. In the story, the Greeks win the war and destroy Troy. But the book is only about the events that are happening towards the end of the war, as the book also mentions that the war lasted for 10 years. So what was happening in those 10 years? The real historical casus belli for the war was most probably economic and trade one, because Troy at its height was a prosperous trading hub, and because of its conquest, the Greeks could build its colonies there. Now, we should look on who the Trojans were. Were they Greeks or something else? They were most probably close relatives to Hittites, and they were vassals of them. The Hittites managed to create an empire in Anatolia, and they waged wars with Egypt and maybe Greece. This could be also confirmed by the linguistics, because in Hittite language, and the Trojan one, which is similar to theirs, Troy is called Vilusha. This name could transform into Ilusa, and eventually into Iliad, which is the Greek name of Troy. If we take some informations from the book, we know that Achilles was raiding and looting. He was surely raiding the islands in the Aegean Sea, but I think that it is possible that he could raid the Hittites as well. If we continue with some events of the book, we know that at the beginning there were attempts for the war to be ended diplomatically, but this failed. After this, the Greeks besieged the Troy, and we know how this ended after. Another evidence that the Trojan War was bigger conflict with the Hittites is the Milavata letter, sent by the Hittite king to Dahlia IV, to one of his vassals. In the letter, it is said that king of Vilusha, Valmu, was deposed, and he is in exile in the Hittite Empire. The king to Dahlia IV plans to reinstate him. This is my theory, although we still do not have enough evidence that the Greeks or in the Hittite language Ahiava ever attacked Vilusha. But in the future we can expect to uncover the real history behind the Trojan War, thanks to archaeological excavations in the Troy and in the areas of the once mighty Hittite Empire. This is all. If you like this video, you can give a like, subscribe and join my Discord server. Link is in description. Salvete.